Rugby fans, what is going on with these red cards? The Springboks versus Italy match just gave us another moment that has everyone talking, and not in a good way. Franco Mostert was shown a straight red card, making him the second Bok lock-in as many weeks to be sent for an early shower. Remember Lood de Jager against France? It's like déjà vu all over again. The officials ruled that Mostert's tackle on Italy's Paolo Garbisi was always illegal, which meant no mitigation, no downgrade to a yellow, just a straight red. The decision came down and the game was completely altered. But not everyone agrees with this call, and two of the biggest names in South African rugby, Mallett and Schalk, were absolutely fuming. Speaking during the SuperSport halftime show, they did not hold back. Schalk, a man who knows a thing or two about physicality, said the officials were writing more fiction than Hollywood. He was incensed by the TMO's claim of clear head contact, arguing that it simply wasn't there. Berger pointed out that modern players have fundamentally changed their tackling technique to avoid head contact. He asked, "Does Franco go low?" Yes, he does. But why can't he wrap his right arm immediately? Because another player, Ethan Hooker, is right there in the way. No one tackles by pre-wrapping their arms like they're giving a hug. You lead with the shoulder and then wrap. To penalize a player for the natural mechanics of a tackle in a split-second situation seemed absurd to him. Former Springbok coach Mallett jumped in to support Berger's point. He analyzed the replay and stated that the only contact to Garbisi's chin came from Mostert's wrapping arm, not his shoulder. Mallett called the idea that Mostert hit him with a tucked arm and a direct shoulder to the head a complete fabrication. He argued that the initial contact was not direct to the head, but indirect, which should have been a mitigating factor. This is where the discussion got really interesting. Mallett proposed a massive change to the game's officiating. He believes the on-field referee and their assistants should have their power to issue a red card taken away. A decision this damaging to the spectacle of the game, he argued, shouldn't be made in the heat of the moment. Instead, it should be sent to the TMO bunker, where an official can review it for several minutes, look at all the angles, and decide if a yellow card needs to be upgraded to a red. This would be a more measured and fair process, handled by a disciplinary-style review rather than a rushed on-field call. Schalk wholeheartedly agreed, questioning why the system seems to be moving away from the bunker review process that was introduced for this exact reason. Why have a system that allows for an 8-minute detailed review of every angle, only to have referees make a snap judgment based on what they see on a big screen 70 meters away? It makes no sense. They have the technology and the time to get these crucial decisions right, but they seem to be ignoring it. This incident has once again ignited the debate about the TMO's role, the consistency of refereeing, and whether the current laws are protecting players or just ruining the game as a contest. 2 consecutive red cards for Springbok locks in similar situations feels less like a coincidence and more like a systemic issue with how these incidents are being judged. Fans, players, and pundits are all calling for clarity and consistency. What do you think? Was it a clear red card, or are the officials getting it wrong and spoiling the sport we love? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoy rugby analysis like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. See you next time.